Okay, I'm going to show you how to insert data into a table. So I will go into my MySQL server. So inside my MySQL server, I will check the table, the data Mombasa underscore mall. So I'm inside the database. So I will try and check if we have any available tables by select star suppliers table. It is telling us that it is empty set. That means our table is empty. So we have to go and insert data into this table. But before we do that, we need to know how many columns this table has and what data types, what type of data is being entered in each column. So we describe the table, suppliers, the name of our table, insert into, then we go ahead and say values. We need to input the values. I'll press enter so that I can put, I'm entering only one record. So the values, you have to list them here because they are virtual. We need to put them in the quotation. So we have supplier, we start with the supply ID. So we can use capital S01, that is the supplier ID. The quotation, then you put a comma, you go to the next. The next value was supplier's name. We can have Maji suppliers. That's the name of our table, suppliers. So you see, our data is there. That one record of ours, it's here. Okay. So that's one way of inserting data into a table. So I will also show you another way. This other way, it's where you just, let me just go back to this one. We don't put the column names. But this one, when you use this one where you don't specify the column names, that means each value in that particular record must be provided. If you don't provide, if you have a null value, for example, maybe you don't have an address in that column, then you'll use the first one where you have to specify the names of the columns. But this style I'm going to show you, you must insert all values in each for each column. So it's you just type insert into suppliers values. Okay, values, you press enter, then you list the record the same way we did with the previous one. So remember we had S01, so this time around let's have S02. That is our second record. We put a comma. We go to the name of the supplier. We can have you entered this record successfully by typing select suppliers, which is the suppliers table. So you see we have two records. We have two records in our table. Okay, so now the third way, I'm going to show you how to insert multiple records in a table at the same time. Yeah, you can use both of the two styles I've shown you. Okay, but I'll just use the last one, this one, insert into suppliers values, then we list. So we already have two. So we are going to add 3 more so that we have 5 records in this table. So we are going to have S03, S04, and S05. So let us do that very fast. So we have S03. Okay. Supplier's name, it can be let's say keys, boss, maybe they supplies tomatoes. Then their address, you can have their city, maybe they come from Kampala. Their country is Uganda. Their phone number plus 250 6 1 2 3 4 5 6, something like that. Then their email address, it can be something like that. So we need to go and insert our last record. That is our last record, which will be S05. So in S05, this is our last record. Let's have maybe Moyale star suppliers table. Suppliers table. You see, we have here our 5 records. Actually, let me reduce the size even further so that we see it clearly. Yes, there it is. There it is. Now we can see it clearly. Let me see what is happening. That size is too big. Anyway, we have achieved what we wanted. We wanted to insert data into the table, and we have seen that we have managed to insert 5 records. I started by inserting 1 record using a different style, and I started this other record using a different style. Then I showed you how to insert multiple records into your tables. So I hope you understood. You can always view the video again and again so that you get to understand it. See you in our next video.